Hey guys, we got a new Fabled unit today, so we're gonna check her out, and she's actually really good. So we'll check her out, we'll talk about her a little bit, and then I'll also show you a preview of some other Fabled units that'll be coming up. They're all possible units though, since they did skip some of the regular SP units. I called it Fable at the beginning too, didn't I? They're called Fable and Samcock. I still got some of the old terminology stuck in my head. So normal attack, 100% M damage, we don't care about that. Heal all allies with 60% of her attack with a 50% chance to remove a debuff and increase damage reduction by 20% for 2 turns, and it's stackable. Come to her talents here, reduces final damage of the first 6 attacks taken by 99%, so she's going to be sticking around. When healing, every buff on the target increases damage reduction by 10% up to 30%, lasts for 2 turns. Increases the probability of removing a debuff to 100%. If no debuffs are active, the target gains a 20% damage reduction, stackable instead, lasts for 2 turns. Starting to see a theme here. She's going to make your team super tanky. She just stacks shields and debuffs. Not debuffs, damage reduction. Last one, immediately revives a friendly fallen hero and heals them to full HP, can only trigger once per battle. Yet another way to stay alive. Coming to her Martial Souls, after casting the skill, the target gains Glass Light, which is an undispellable shield. For 2 turns equal to 40% of their max HP, does not stack. If the target takes damage but does not break the shield refreshes and increases by 10% of the target's max HP up to 100%. After refreshing 10 times, the shield will disappear after the next hit. So that's just crazy already. When a friendly hero affected by Glass of Light takes damage, there's a 50% chance to reduce that damage by 30%. Another survivability aspect there. So far we have stacking damage reduction, we got heals, and then we got, that's not really damage reduction, just reducing the damage is just a kind of a different part of the damage calc, sounds like. Martial Soul 6 increases the base HP of Glasslight by 50% and causes the shield to gain the Glasslight Reflect effect, returning 20% of all damage taken to the attacker and a random enemy hero. So that's if they have the Glasslight, which after casting a skill the target gains, and the target is going to be all allies. So your whole team's going to have shields that have chances to reflect damage back onto the attacker and an extra unit, so she's actually going to be helping your damage output pretty substantially as well. Now, for the first 4 turns, when a friendly hero has an active Glass Light, every debuff they obtain will grant 1 stack of Bulwark, which is a 20% of max HP, undispellable, stackable, triggers up to 3 times per turn per hero and lasts for 1 turn. So I think they're missing that this is a shield. I think it's supposed to say shield right there. Shield of 20% of max HP. And the final one, increase the base HP of Glass Light to 60%, the damage reduction chance to 70%, and the damage reduced from 30 to 50%. That is nuts. All friendly heroes receive Glass of Light when they enter the field, including the battle start or when they revive, triggers up to 3 times per battle per hero. So as you can tell, she's going to be shielding everybody like crazy. She's going to be reviving at least 1 person, stacking up the damage reduction and healing them, which the heals in turn will do more shields with the Spring Renewal Potential and the Remedial Servant. Like, she's just, she's crazy. These first 3 SP Plus units that we got, which is Wukong, Thor, and she's called Diana in here. She's called Nua in Samcock. You'll probably hear me call her Nua a few times. These 3 are actually like the best, like the core base best of them all. All these future ones are gonna be for more specific things. So I'll look into Samcock in a second here, but let's check out the summoning here, and then I'll show you some of the other ones. So we got the Sacred Moon event, we got the sign in for our little piddly amounts of summons, progressive rewards. You know what this one is by now. Really good way to get all these, even just spending like $5 will get you like, I don't know, like 30 of them, maybe more. And then plus the, where is it here? The daily recharge, so you'll get another 20. Light and Dark Store, we got her skin. Oh yeah, we should check out her skin. And we have Thor's skin if you missed that. Now, if you're wondering what to do, because like I wouldn't buy a bunch of copies of these skins. They don't do enough, in my opinion. I would much rather grab these. So if you're still missing out on a full red or even a full Fabled set, make sure you're grabbing these. And then come to the summons. The pity is there. Thank you. That Wukong pity was a catastrophe. Everybody was upset, myself included, and it took a few days of me talking to them to get it back. So if you haven't gotten yours back, make sure you're talking to that VIP chat bot, or get one of your friends to if you don't have access to it. Did we get any new units though? We did not. If you don't have Oda, get Oda. Like, get on it. She's gonna be great with Aurora. She's a must-have for Aurora. And you know, if you're summoning in here, make sure to check out my affiliate code. If you've been using it and you didn't notice, it did change, so you're gonna have to update it. It's TSGISA, so you have to update it in your Aptoid wallet. So yeah, thanks to Aptoid for the affiliate code, and to everybody's using it, thank you for helping out my channel. I don't have much. How much can we get here? Not quite 20, right? Yeah, we got 17. I'm just gonna do a temple and see what happens. Got 1 shard, okay. All right, no YouTuber luck this time. We got the lucky cat, you know what that is by now, and we got Easter. This is good. I checked this out before. We get a free S+ unit and 70 summons, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70. So if you're lucky, that's 2 SP units. So I'm probably gonna grab Satan, I'm thinking, because Chessia's pretty much up as far as I need her. I don't really need her here. I'm not really, that's like increasing her damage. Aurora's doing the damage, right? And it could also be Angel and Demon. I almost have enough shards for her just to get her to Martial Soul 1, just for this extra little bit here. But the person with the most staying power, especially if you're spending money, decent amount of money, is going to be Dark Satan. Angel and Demon, eventually you're not going to need her. There's actually going to be a beast and some servants, and I think maybe one other thing, but it's going to be enough to get everybody rage. But that's if you're getting like these beasts to Martial Soul 10, which if you're not doing that, you're going to be using Angel and Demon or even Kong Ming still. Dark Chessie is also going to fall off before Dark Satan. You can see people with like 8 billion power in Examcock using Dark Satan still. And Oda's actually going to fall off. Once you get Light Aurora, like even if you get her to Martial Soul 5, it's going to let her burn, but Martial Soul 20 is like the guaranteed burn. So just to give you a heads up for Team Comp in the future. So going back to the Easter, Light and Dark recruitment, we have all of them. How's the packs looking? Got 1 pack for the good one is $1. I don't know why they, well, I know why they did it for money, but look at this pack. Oh, they fixed it. Okay, never mind. We can get up to 10 now for $1. Okay, they fixed that too. Okay, because the Wukong banner, the $1 one was the crappier $3 one. I guess that was a mistake, or they heard people complain and fixed it. So we have, who is this for? I'm not sure who that's for, because we got Dark Satan, Lubu, Valkyrie, Chessia, Angel and Demon, Aurora. Who else is there? Oh, they snuck in this guy. He's from the game ads when the game first came out. They forgot to release him. He is Huangzong, right? Yep, Undispellable Numb. So we got another new unit. So we'll check him out too. Attack all enemies, deal 70% P damage, apply Undispellable Numb to one enemy with the highest attack for 1 turn. It is a stun, but if you hit them 3 times, it removes the stun. So it's a worse stun, because there's going to be a lot of like pursuit damage and stuff, right? So it's going to knock them out of the stun fairly quickly. 2 rage upon casting a skill. Skills casted in first 2 turns after the start of battle will always hit. At the end of the turn, if rage is below 6, restore 2 additional rage, and Divine 1 is after casting a skill, apply Undispellable Numb to 1 random enemy other than the one with the highest attack for 1 turn. So you're going to be hitting 2 people with Numb. You're going to want this guy after, like Aurora has a guaranteed 3 hit AoE. So you know, if this guy gets a Numb before Aurora hits them, it's just going to wipe it off right away. So you want this guy towards your backline, which is not great for a stun. You want the stuns to go off first, so he's not really that great. Enemy officer cannot act due to Numb. They will lose HP equal to 160% of his attack. The HP loss caused by Numb is increased to 200% of his attack. Enemies with Numb receive 30% more pursuit and skill damage. So I take back what I just said. You can have him first. But at that point, it's not really a stun. It's a damage buff for Aurora, basically. When taking direct damage, has a 22% chance to inflict Numb. When taking direct damage, 32% to inflict it. If the enemy removes numb after being attacked, they receive extra indirect damage equal to 15% of their max HP. So he's actually going to be dealing some damage with the numb even after, or when it gets removed. And the HP loss caused by numb increases 10% each turn up to 300%. When it disappears, 50% chance to inflict the effect again on one random enemy up to 2 times per turn. So you really need to get him up to at least, where was that? At least 8, preferably 10. I wouldn't, we're not really, he's not meta, he's not optimal. It's going to increase your damage a little bit for other units. Nua is going to be way better. Like she's going to at least double, if not triple the survivability of your team. She's going to just go for her. Don't worry about that other guy really. Recharge event, get extra shards, choice shards. He's in there, right? Yeah, he's in there. Pretty cool design. It's kind of like a Captain America Venom, right? A little bit. Pretty neat. So I guess that would be for him, that costume. So we'll go check out Examcock now. I just wanted to check out the Champion Warrior. Looks like I made it to almost right to the end. And yeah, we'll switch over to Examcock now and I'll show you some of the upcoming units. Okay, as you can see, I am currently stronger in Isekai Saga than on Examcock. I haven't really been playing, I kind of petered out on this. And you can see they've reused skins, so the Isekai Saga skin is used in Examcock. But this, I don't know why they really need to implement this. I should do a video on the differences. So this is our banner for the Fabled unit, which is the S+ units in Isekai Saga. See this little arrow here? We can summon for any of the past units, every single banner. They never just release one unit and we're stuck with that. So it's so much better for free-to-play players who are just getting the summoning materials from here. As you can see, when we buy the pass, we also get this, like, which has 50 of them. So they really need to change that in Isekai Saga. So IMT right here, the Immortal are the SP and the Fabled are the SP+. I'm not in Gallery, switch to Gallery. So we have Nua, which is Diana in Isekai. We have Wukong, which is Wukong. Pangu is Thor. Looks way cooler in here, I think. This is SP Laplace, which we didn't get, which is really weird. So some of the new upcoming ones, Ho Yi, he locks on to one target and attacks them only, which is not that great. AoE damage is king in this game. And even though he does like increases his damage, like he could increase it to 85 trillion damage, it's still going to get capped by blessing. So it's just not great. Nezha is another unit very similar to Aurora. He's a fire damage, does pursuit, stacks up burns, debuffs their damage reduction. And then this is how he's like Aurora. When he inflicts Firestorm on an enemy officer that already has it, it triggers the damage once immediately. So it's similar to Aurora detonating the burn debuffs. We have Ninetales, which is very similar to the, what was it, HEPHAESTUS, which is that game's version of Huangzong. He does the Numb, if I can click on it. So the Undispellable Numb, that's the same exact unit. And then Ninetales is basically an upgrade for him. She uses Charm instead of Numb. We have Apsara, which looks very familiar, right? That's Moon Skin. She buffs the living crap out of 2 units, but with a big downside. So she'll apply Composed to officers, gives them a damage reduction boost, but they can't act, so it's a self-stun. Is that for the first 2 turns, right? No, just the first turn, yeah. So she self-stuns herself and 2 other people in the row, which in this game, a row is vertical, it should be a column. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure they messed that up. I'm thinking about it now, I'm not sure anymore. But increases the composed allies officer's damage bonus by 60% in even numbered turns. They get 3 extra rage when they can't take action in odd numbered turns. So it doesn't seem crazy, probably something more in her martial soul. I've seen her like double the damage of some units, like people getting absolutely insane damage. But it can also screw you over bad, right? So look at this. Officers cast skills. Every 1 rage they own increases their crit damage by 15% and final damage by 30%. So they have 10 rage, that 150 crit damage, 300% final damage. Like she buffs them up crazy, but that stun in the first round, that can really mess you up. So it's more of a PvP thing. Elsa is like Susanoo, which is just a S plus unit in Isekai Saga, but she applies Frigid to targets and they cannot pursue. So attacks all enemies and can apply Frigid to them, which locks out their pursuit damage. She's PvP crazy, like she's so good. And the thing is, that's just her regular talent. You can get away with Martial Soul 1 with her. Like, just, she's really good just getting one copy. These two are just crap. I looked at them, I can't remember what they do. I don't want to look at them again. I just remember they were very, very bad. So, not saying we're going to get all those units, but we should get at least like 3/4 of them, right? They might leave out 1 or 2 like they did in the other game, but we did get that Huangzong as HEPHAESTUS. Now we're just missing Zhongfei, which would be Laplace. Alright, so that's pretty much it. We got one really good unit, one kind of subpar unit, and I give you a little sneak peek of the upcoming units. And yeah, catch you next time. See ya.